Okay, so let me look on here. Like how my phone comes on and it's like, "Hey, points, get them before they're gone." Advanced. Okay. What I'm gonna do is see what the heck is going on here. Okay, so do I not have the bit rate? I probably don't have the bit rate. Why do I hear myself double? Oh, why is that in game audio? Huh? That shouldn't be in the game audio. That is not what that's supposed to do. Okay then. Settings. Properties. Game capture. Game audio. Uh, device. Oh, okay. I need to do that. Chat audio. Media audio. Media. There we go. So I think I did that now. I'll have to like fix a couple things. Um, what I'm gonna do, I oh I can't do that. Oh, bit rate. Done. So I wonder if I can like fix up the bit rate. Like make the bit rate better. So I'm at 20,000. So let me Okay, so there we go. Um, I swear. Oh, I bet that was messing with the things from earlier. So yeah, I'm going to. Ugh. um, Somebody's been bone milling around here, which is nice. Yeah, so I had like the vibrant visuals and the ray tracing at the same time somehow. And I think, yeah, so I think that's okay. Yeah, so I think I fixed all of that now. So I shouldn't have any like extra laggy bits. So a bit of a where did my controller end up? Uh Wait. How long is my delay? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so like 8 seconds. Where did I put my controller? Huh? Is 9 the fastest or 8 seconds the fastest latency you can have? I mean, nothing, and I repeat, nothing will beat Mixer's quarter-second latency. Oh, it's over there. Why did I put that there? There we go. Okay, so for those of you I started to speak and then I just didn't speak. But as I was saying, for those of you that are new to my channel, which is probably like all of you, hello, I am Phantom, otherwise known as Giga Phantom, and welcome. So yeah, let me turn my thing down before I start talking over myself. I'm just trying to test out like lag and stuff at the moment. Yeah. All right, so this all seems to be working just fine at the moment, which I find spectacular. Yeah, like zero frame drops. That's cool. Um, I'd probably get a notification about it from the thing. The Streamlabs would be like, so, uh, what is this world thing I'm playing on? Basically, this is a realm that a group of my friends have. Basically, let me just switch that over. Oh yeah, that's way faster latency. Like that is 0, 1, 2, 3. A 3 second latency. That is way faster than 8. Like imagine having 8 seconds of latency. I mean, doesn't Twitch still have like 15 to 20? Well, not for everyone, obviously, but for a lot of people. I mean, I could like lessen the burden on my stream and like stream at a little bit of a lower bit rate, but I mean, 1440p can't ask for much better or much more. I mean, I could like try to brute force all like 41 megabit per seconds or megabits per second um of my download speed currently or upload speed, but like I don't think I should try to do that. Like 20,000 bit rate at 1440p 60 is decent enough. So, this realm, um I'm not going to show the code or anything. Basically, it's like an invite system. There isn't really a way to just invite people on here, especially like randoms from the internet. So I do apologize. Um, Eventually, I can try to start getting people on here, but this isn't my realm, so I don't have control over who comes on and who doesn't. I am an operator on here, but that doesn't really mean crap when it comes to members. Basically, it's like, hey, do you know someone? If they play Minecraft somewhat on a regular basis, then they can play on here. The reason why I'm an operator is because I am good with command blocks. I'm just flying around at the moment because I was doing some maintenance. Somebody, I won't name who, but somebody got a little happy with Skulk Catalysts earlier. But yeah, but I made this earlier, which is pretty cool. Um, that's about it for the stuff that I've done on here so far. But yeah, obviously I have a happy guest. I had it leaded to a boat, but he broke the boat or broke the lead. Oh, flying into them is not a good idea. Um, so yeah. I am playing on PC, obviously. Um, so about how I play the game, yes, I am in creative mode at the moment, but all I do in creative mode is fly around and do like command block stuff. Um, I like barely have anything in my inventory except for like stuff that like I need to just survive once I get to survival mode. So like all of this stuff. But besides that, right? I don't have uh much else over here. So I just like that. And yes, I am playing on Bedrock Edition and not Java Edition. I know a lot of people greatly prefer Java, but this is Bedrock, so that is the game that you're going to have to deal with. But like I said, at this current point in time, I don't know if I could start inviting people from stream on here. It is kind of like a if you know somebody, then you can kind of get in basically. Um, it's on like a friend basis at the moment, just so things don't get out of hand. I'm not the only one who streams, I believe, on here. Although the other one that streams on a regular basis is about to move across the world to a completely different part of the world. So, uh, yeah. But that is not my. Oh, I forgot. I need to. It resets itself, and I hate it. If I go over here, vibrant visual settings. Grr. Okay, I'm guessing that's a bug. Um, yep. There we go. Cool. I don't like the bloom slash fog effects, so yeah. So basically, if I go over here, if I start flying around over here, I'm currently on one at the moment, so. But if I go over here, so this guy's like backyard area, which he has started building more stuff on over here already, but this whole area was like full of skulk because somebody, and I really do mean somebody, placed a bunch of skulk catalysts down, just for funsies, and there was skulk and skulk veins everywhere. There was even a couple sensors and shriekers, and having to clean up that mess was just intense because not there. Where is the? Oh, here it is. So, oh, he had a little entrance to it. Nope. Ah, here. So, as you can tell, there still isn't like things where they should be. Um, there's still bits of floor missing, and that's because it literally came in here and just removed everything vaguely skulk related. So anything that got turned into skulk blocks, gone. Any skulk veins, gone. Shriekers, gone. Catalysts, gone. So, yeah. Um. Oh, that's right. I need to build the squidge box. So, as you can tell by the house and the apartment complex that we have on my inventory, or on in my inventory, we have a couple of add-ons on here. We actually just have one at the moment. But this is the World Utilities add-on for Bedrock Edition. It can be found in the marketplace. Do I have? I don't have the World Utilities stuff, but um, if I actually go into the creative menu and scroll the way down, you can see some World Utilities stuff. So you can see the pink book or the purple book, which is the update book, and then the blue book, which is the book that shows you everything. So if you want to see everything in here, then yeah, like for example, the Omni tool, you can see it's like stuff. You can see it's crafting recipes, and that's sort of the gist of that. Um, and then the update book is fairly similar. It just shows you like new stuff, and every update, then that book will change color. So the previous update, it was like a brownish yellow because of the chunk minion, but now it's like this purple color because of the XP extractor and the portal pad. Oh, and also the warps, but the warps are pretty cool. So yeah. So the homes and warps devices are pretty cool. So for the home device, it's a personal list of waypoints that you can have. So for example, home, which teleports me to where my old house used to be. And as you can see, we have a little ghast box. And then new home obviously teleports me up here in the attic of the manor. Somebody, or a lot of people say this looks like an older style like schoolhouse. I'm not quite. I guess, but like it's not the intention. It's supposed to be just a big sort of communal area. But yeah, I live up here along with my friend Kaz. He also lives up here. Well, he hasn't been on in the month, but he lives up here. um, Another friend's house of mine. I'm not gonna show that. Castle. Oh yeah, this pretty cool little area. Um, and then map takes me to a area for map building. Because we have like a mini games area, and I was gonna do that. Question marks. This takes me to this area, which is our farming area. So there actually technically isn't a limitation on whether I can build in survival or creative, but I actually build everything in survival. That's why I have a billion chests up in the attic of the old place. Um, I actually mined out like nearly an entire end island, and yeah. But you can actually see more in there. But yeah, so this is our farming area that Kaz has built most of, and I've just kind of uh expanded on it and done some more things. I have to build another farm off in this little area here in a bit. But I will do that tomorrow after I finish tuning the piano. That's right, I know how to tune a piano. Professionally? No, but I mean, it'll be in tune. But yeah. And then the warps, we have like cool stuff. So for example, like the rule board area. So you'll see like the rules and stuff. Um, and then obviously we have these pressure plates over here. We have a couple of sort of other stuff. We have the beehive, which is pretty cool. Um, the beehive itself is actually fairly cool. So if I were to go into this door, end portal obviously right over here because we have to be able to move these things in survival. And then the other portal, which takes you into the Nether Hub, which has been my, I say most recent project, but that was like a month ago, and that was actually before the giant freaking house I built. But basically, um, I have the sort of Nether highway tunnel system. So you have the community hub, you have Chasm and Phantoms farming area, and then you have the Mushroom Island. There's nothing on the Mushroom Island, so I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, like if I were to fly off over here in this direction long enough ways, then you can see this over here. So you'll see another portals going every which way. Oh, hi there. Yes, tentacles. But yeah, another hub spot. And the reason why the reason why we've built another highway system, even though we have the homes and warps, is simply because like when new players come onto the realm for the first time, they're like super confused on the add-on stuff. So we give them a vanilla way of moving around at like a walkable pace before they can get their footing on the ground, and that's actually uh another cool thing. So while they're gathering materials, what they can do is they can come over here and then they can come up the stairs over here into this little hallway, and there's 12, no, there's 24 of these rooms actually, because there's six, 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 and six. Um, but essentially, a new person can come over here. They can, I'll have like signs and stuff that you can pop down, but yeah. But basically, somebody could come in here and they can occupy like a chest and some stuff, so they can start gathering materials and just kind of live right here until they can get on their own footing. And so that's the sort of area of this house. Basically, I I'm so used to building very big buildings that when I built this area, I just didn't have things to put in this space, so I kind of put paintings over here. And one of my friends said that this looks like a jail cell. Like I go into one of these rooms with the window, then it somebody said it looked like a jail cell. I because the bricks and just a single white bed and a chest. But like when people come on here and they literally have nothing and they don't know how to get around, having a already built room for them whilst they temporarily like live over here is interesting. Plus, it's also like a, like if you think about this place like a big sort of story thing. So like, for example, over off in this direction, there's a bunch of villagers, and there's a bunch of iron golems over here. But there's a bunch of villagers that work down here, and there's paper galore to trade over here. Um, but yeah, there's villagers for like every single enchantment, which we spent like a week working on. Oh my goodness, I never want to see a lectern on a piston ever again for these guys. But yeah, I'm making sure all the things are closed. That way the villagers aren't freaking dying. But yeah, this actually looks pretty neat in vibrant visuals. I have a nickname for vibrant visuals, and it's called Vivi. But that's because there's a VTuber called Vivi, and I think it'd be funny. Just screen zooms and you just go, Vivi. Yeah, repairing these iron golems because they protect the villagers. And yeah, I know there's like 8 of them around here, but you can never have too many iron golems, okay? If there's one thing about Minecraft Bedrock Edition, you can never have too many guardians over here. So, yeah. Unclaimed Happy Ghast. Anyone with a harness on it is claimed. So, green one over here is claimed by me. There's a white Happy Ghast over here. Yeah, right here. Um, over here by these guys, and they've built a little bit more onto their little house. This is, I don't know if they're boyfriend, girlfriend, or they're fiancés, or if they're married. But it's a couple that play together. And I think one of them just moved, or I think they did move because one of them is on duty or something like that. But yeah, they've been kind of doing their thing over here. Oh, they made the path and stuff. That's so cool. Okay, yeah, I like. And then this is a beacon that's been yeah, it's been built over. Somebody put a pyramid over here, and I bet it looks decent in regular Minecraft, but I have no way of just quick toggling. So yeah. Oh, I got a new phone recently. I've had my S10 for 5 years now. In total, it was like 5 years and 1 month, so it was 61 months in total of having the S24 or S10 plus. No, not the S10 plus, the S10. Um, and it still works. It's just the battery is like not quite what it used to be, so the phone is a little slow. So I decided it was time for me to get a new phone because the old one wasn't getting updates anymore. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get me a new phone. And so I did. I got me the S24 Plus, which is a pretty good phone. I mean, I could have gotten away with getting the regular S24, but because I'm visually impaired, I kind of have the bigger screen. So, yeah. I like the carry screen over here. This little valley is interesting, like this huge mountainous area, the valley sort of in the middle, and then half of it's kind of been claimed by this one person over here because, yeah. In fact, I remember fishing on this lake for the longest time. Yeah, I think cool. I hmm. But yeah, as you can see, I already have this little chest, little area over here, ready for the next update, the next game drop with the copper golems. Um, in fact, I might put more chests over here, but as of right now, yeah, I'm gonna have little copper golems, and then I'm gonna put like more chests and stuff over here. So it's gonna look pretty cool because I can only do like certain things. So if I just probably awaited like multiple levels, but that's gonna be a little bit uh of a hassle to do. There we go. Let me turn that off. But yeah, um, I guess there's not a whole lot of stuff to do on here. I'm just kind of exploring at the moment because I don't have any major ideas for a build. I mean, I could start building a squidge box, but I want to build it in survival, and then like gathering all the materials and doing all that in survival wouldn't be a really good stream in my opinion. I mean, it'd be better than just not doing it and then coming back tomorrow being like, "Hey guys, I built the squidge box. Look at this." But to be honest, also that that looks weird. And I can almost sleep at night. Grr. But I'm glad the 1440p is working. Like I only have about one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, like 5 seconds delay at the moment. Probably a little bit less than that in the actual scheme of things, but yeah. I like how like things have reflections on them that aren't just blocks. Because that was the big thing with the ray tracing was like only blocks had reflective on them. Oof. Oh, there's like tools and stuff for that now. Cool. There we go. It's just making things a little bit more uh oh my goodness, show me stuff from like 4 years ago. That's insane. 4 years, 4 years, 4 years. Goodness. I mean, that's cool, but not quite as interesting as you'd want it to be, maybe. Okay, it's getting like way too freaking hot in here. I'll be right back. 77. Ah. So yeah, that's that. Done. Oh, because it's glass. That you can see the glass. That's so cool. Yeah. Let me turn that down a bit. It's 77 in here at the moment. Well, 77 on that side of my room, so it's probably like 80 over here. Because the central AC doesn't do crap whenever the person who sleeps right next to the thermostat is a crazy old woman who thinks 80 is the new 60. Temperature wise. Um, I can't really play any of the music. I could just do this. Yeah, I'm not risking that. Um, I know that the Warner Bros can be a little bit uh they could be a little bit Sony Music Entertainment craziness. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then obviously don't worry about it. But also VTubers. And actually, so the reason why I kind of just haven't streamed over the past few months, I mean, there was the Nintendo Direct reaction I did. Um, but besides that, I haven't streamed in like close to half a year now. And that was never really my intention. It just kind of happened like that. And I think the major problem was is that I just kind of had a lot of stuff on my plate and it just kind of continued. Like, I will not doubt that that is the case. If you're wondering what on earth I'm doing, I'm just making sure my stream is halfway decent. Um, Honestly, um, I completely blanked out on what I was gonna say. But that does happen sometimes. What was I doing again? Oh, that's right. I remember now. There's a couple other things that I forgot to show you with the warps. Oh, not that. This. Nope. It was this. I was right. Let me. Where's it at? Oh, it's over here. So this is a little mini game that somebody made. Basically, uh, what you do is like you take turns on this thing. Um, it's like you start here on this little yellow block right here. I think you're actually supposed to start off the yellow block, but you know. But basically, you have like move ups, move downs. What you do is you take 2 blocks right here. So if your first block, like for example, this one's green, so I would go to the green block, right? Now, if let's say instead I were to get uh hold on, let me no no rain. So let's say instead of getting 2 differently colored blocks, I were to get 2 of the same color block, like this, like 2 red blocks. Whoops. Then instead of going to this red block, I would go all the way to this red block, which this doesn't do anything, but yeah. So yeah, I go all the way here. Um, this is the bottom of the chute, so I don't get affected by this. But yeah, um, there's also little items, so you can explore around these little areas, and you can find like various things hidden around in chests. And if you find a chest and you open the chest, you have to take the item. There is no way around it, so you have to take the item. So, like for example, if somebody goes over here and picks up this item from this chest, they move around a lot. But basically, if somebody moves, if somebody finds the chest, then they have to follow the item, so there is no way around it. Um, that way you can't just like store bad items, just never use them. But you know, um, but yeah, and using the dispensers like random luck is pretty cool too. Um, which is fine, but I think it'd be cool if uh yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool if we were able to get our hands on some other cool things to do. Um I'm going to have to make probably an entire deck of playing cards. And what I might do is I might just have the original somewhere. Like I might have a deck inside of like a shulker box. Like get like some bundles and put the deck in a bundle. Like make it like a 52 card deck, right? Yeah, I'm imagining it's like if I make like a I forget what they're actually called, but you know, poker cards like the clabs, crabs, clubs, jacks, diamonds, and hearts, or club, spade, diamond, heart. That's what they are. But if I do something like that in Minecraft, um, it'll be redstone, gold, diamond, and uh, hmm. Because like you can use like a lot of different items. I want to use like because I don't want to use both iron and gold, but I want to use like one of them. I'll probably use gold because it's yellow. Um, yeah. So if I do gold, diamond, uh, technically emeralds are a different shape than diamonds, but I don't want to use those. Um, oh, I can use amethyst shards. Ooh. And then so like I'm thinking because it'd be fairly difficult to make like the regular cards like hearts, clubs, spades, and diamonds, even in like a map style. So I think instead what I'm going to do is have like differing materials. So, for example, like I guess I can do like iron, emerald, or gold, emerald, diamond, and amethyst. So it'll be G, E, D, and A. Um, which will be interesting, but yeah. And I could use like differing things, but yeah. Um, so like have um aces, obviously. Um, and then twos, threes, fours, fives, six, sevens, eights, nines, and tens. And then the jacks, queens, and jack, king, and queens. That could be interesting. I mean, you can make like the armors differing colors, I guess, for like the different icons. But yeah, I don't know. I will think about this. I'll probably like make them different. But yeah. Anyways, I need to head to sleep soon, so I will see you guys later.